air is palpable, it is thick with the dust of centuries, a confusion of unspoken doctrines and inherited assumptions. We'd spent so long painting him, sculpting him, defining him within the narrow confines of our own prejudice, that we'd nearly lost touch with the very essence of what he represented. We'd drawn lines in the sand, categorizing his visage, assigning him a skin tone, a heritage, a homeland, as if divinity itself could be contained within such earthly boundaries. But the truth, the audacious, liberating truth, is far more immense. Jesus. His name itself, a testament through time, a symbol of love, sacrifice, and compassion. His physical form, the human vessel he inhabited, was undoubtedly rooted in a specific time and place, a particular lineage. The history books, the archaeological uncoverings, they speak of a man born in Bethlehem and raised in Nazareth. But to stop there, to cling to that singular representation, is to miss the profound significance of his purpose. His essence, the core of his being, was never meant to be confined by pigment or geography. It was a resonance, a vibration that transcended the physical. Think of it like this, a melody. The instrument playing the melody might be a flute, a violin, or a piano. Each produces a distinct sound, a unique quality. Yet the underlying tune, the emotional arc, the essence of the composition, that remains the same, recognizable and universal across all instruments. Jesus' essence was that melody, capable of being heard, felt, and understood by every heart, regardless of its mortal instrument. We are told he was made in the image of God. And what is the image of God? Is it a certain type, a specific color, or is it the boundless essence within us all? Look around. Look at the sun breaking over the horizon, the deep lands of a rainforest, the endless stretch of the midnight sky studded with diamonds. Witness the lines etched on an elder's face and an unblemished birth of a newborn child. All of it, every shade, every contour, every breath drawn. This, in its endless multiplicity, is the image of God. And if Jesus, the embodiment of divine love, was made in that image, then surely the divine spark within him, his very essence, was a reflection of that universal, all-encompassing God. It is reflected in the darkest skin that absorbs the sun's love, and in the lightest skin that absorbs the moon's glow, and every shade between. It is a reflection found in every culture, every tongue, every belief system that reaches for something deeper, something more. We've been so quick to build walls, to erect barriers of us and them, to assign spiritual superiority based on outward appearances. It's a dangerous game, a self-imposed blindness. Seeing Jesus as exclusively one of us, we inadvertently alienate others. We diminish the very universality of his call. We fracture the mirror, seeing only a sliver of the reflection, and in doing so, we deny ourselves the full truth. The truth is, we are all reaching for the same sight. The struggle for justice, the comforting hand offered to a stranger, the quiet act of forgiveness, the yearning for connection, the profound ache for meaning, these are the universal languages of the soul. And in these universal pursuits, we embody the essence of Christ. I am you, you are me. This isn't some abstract philosophical concept. It's a visceral, undeniable reality waiting to be acknowledged. When you feel a pang of empathy for someone suffering or struggling, when you recognize a shared humanity in even the most hardened of hearts, you are experiencing that fundamental interconnectedness. We are the links connected to the same divine essence, each unique, each essential, each a part of the immense, intricate design. And in this shared existence, we are all brothers and sisters of Christ, children of the same source. This realization is not a call to uniformity, but a celebration of diversity within unity. It's about recognizing that the divine manifests in myriad forms. The path to understanding may be different, the expressions of faith may vary, but the underlying journey towards love, compassion, and truth is a shared one. It is time. Time to shed the accumulated biases, the inherited prejudices, the comfortable illusions of separateness. Time to open our eyes, not just to the world around us, but to the world within us, the shared space where all reside. Wisdom is freedom. This is not a platitude, it's a profound declaration. True wisdom, the kind that pierces through superficial distinctions and grasps the underlying unity, liberates us from the chains of ignorance and prejudice. When we understand that the suffering of one is the suffering of all, when we recognize the divine spark in every being, we are freed from the anxieties of otherness, from the fear of the unknown, And freedom is power. The power to transcend, the power to connect, the power to heal. When we are truly free from the limitations of our own narrow perspectives, we gain the power to act with genuine compassion, to build bridges where walls once stood, to foster understanding where discord festered. The wisdom to know the difference between the superficial and the profound, between the fleeting appearance and the eternal essence, between the divisive doctrines and the unifying spirit. To possess this wisdom is to hold the key to transformation. It's the power to recognize the divine in the stranger, to extend grace to the one we might have once judged, to see ourselves reflected in the eyes of all. It is time to unite, not as separate entities attempting to converge, but as a realization that we are already united. The realization that in our shared humanity, in our shared yearning for love and meaning, in our shared reflection of the divine image, we are one. And in this unity, forged by wisdom and powered by freedom, we can truly begin to change the world, one awakened heart at a time. The melody of Christ, in all its infinite variations, is waiting to be heard by us, to be sung by us, to be lived by us, in every shade and every hue under the sun. Wisdom is freedom, and freedom is power. When you have the wisdom to know the difference, you have the power to change.